Welcome back to Crusader. Here we're on floor 2, which is also part 3. What a dummy I am. Yeah, I could have just shot in this button thing here, and it would have turned off that trap, but you know, it's always a good idea to shoot all of the generators. They usually turn off traps and such, but these don't do much now that I've already turned off those flamethrowers. Here we have a secret, I guess if you could call it that. It's not very well hidden. But believe me, we will come across many, much more well-hidden secrets than that one. Fire will kill you pretty fast in this game, so I suggest that you watch out. Here we can roll this barrel onto another secret. There's a pressure pad. If that barrel hits the pressure pad, it'll open the door. Ooh, security cameras. I love spying on everything. Except for when the screen is literally off to the left. Yeah, I'm not joking there. That's literally just over to the left. Oh, dummy me, thinking I can jump over a barrel. Yeah, I didn't quite realize that you can just, well, shoot it, and the secret will stay open. So I sat there for a while, thinking, oh, I wonder how I get over this without closing the secret. Dummy me. We can use this roaming Susan to kill a couple of guards. See, this is where the screen was off to the left. Now I'm trying to kill this roaming Susan here, but she just don't want to die. Okay, the walkway should definitely be falling under that weight there. Wow. No comment. Again, those fans will push you off if you stay in their path, and it's an instant death. In the next room we have a camera and a couple of weapon discs. Yes, that is what they're called. This here will destroy that grating and will cause the guard to I have no idea. We're gonna want to time this right. Oh, come on. See, the perspective gets me again. I mean, I sit there and I point at it, I turn all around at that camera, and I never, ever get a shot on it. It's just terrible, man. Terrible. Now here we need to get off this elevator, but you know, sometimes I really have to question how good this game really is. Because on one hand it has this awesome music, awesome gameplay, awesome everything really, and then on the other hand, well, that. Also, that guy has no feet. Explosions! Yay! Okay, you remember how I said we're going to find very, very well hidden secrets later? Well, I meant now. Behind this explodable barrels here is a switch. A hidden switch. First, of course, we want to pick up the key card because you always got to pick up the key cards. Anyways, there's the hidden switch. Now, I thought for a second here that there was another hidden switch or something around here, but no, there's only the one. We need to shoot those explodable barrels. What explodable barrels, I hear you asking? Those ones. Do you see them? Well, neither can I. Yep, those ones. Walking past them will lead you into a secret room. That is a very, very well guarded computer. Except for that there's a button right next to this to turn off the security. Oh, this looks like any other messed up computer. Oh, wait. ResistNet. We were thanked by the designers. Mark, Phil, Mel, and E. That would actually be Mark Vitek, Phil Wattenberger, Milani Green, and Eric Wilmar. We actually just picked up a new weapon here. It is the AC-88 Reaper Riot Gun. One of the most devastating anti-personnel weapons in the WEC arsenal. The AC-88 is a variation on the SG-A1 with an improved semi-automatic action that allows it to be fired at more than twice the rate. Now we need to go hit a switch just over to the right here. We'll turn off that laser field that is currently blocking our path. Jesus. Yeah, those walls can be pretty devastating, especially when there's lots of enemies around because it stuns you for a few seconds. Another medical station. They aren't too useful earlier. They aren't that useful so early in the game. I mean, unless of course you're playing on much harder difficulties. Then in that case, they come in really, really handy. Ooh. Tripwire. I forget what they're actually called in the manual. I have to look it up. Anyways, I actually turned on that, what is it, laser field? Force field? By turning a switch. Stop tracking through the entire level, you idiots. Sometimes the design of this game is very, very questionable. Anyways, see you later, guys. Next time. Okay, no. Now that turret says out of order, believe me, it is still very well in order. I think this might be our first time seeing one of these, but sometimes cameras will activate traps that release spider bombs.
Triple kill!
Dang! We won't actually be saying that very often in this game. Now, I realized that having the videos ordered by floors wasn't actually such a very good idea when I got to this level. Because this is a very, very short floor. All we really need to do is run into a room that's just on the left and open the door. First, of course, we can go up here to get some goodies. I don't believe I've mentioned this yet, but you can actually destroy those footlockers, and they will become unopenable. Also, you do have to come up here to use the key card to open the door. To open the other door. That's a lot of what this game is. Sometimes you open doors to open other doors to open other doors. This room can be rather difficult at times. See, there's a camera, then there's a guard, and then there's a turret, and then there's the two Roman Susans. We actually want to be seen by this camera because it opens a room with a footlocker. However, if you're awesome like me, you'd know that you could actually open that footlocker through the wall. Now, by using one of these computers... No, not those ones. What are you doing? You don't have to destroy those. Now, by using one of these computers, we'll open the door, so that we can get to the next floor. But first, let's shoot some people. Because, you know, that's what you do in this game. Really? Really? Well then, the game's not allowing me to kill this guy. Brilliant. Amazing. See, now something I didn't actually realize is that you could destroy that turret by holding shift and then pressing up. It'll activate the self-destruct, I guess. Yeah, that'll come back to bite me. Anyways, we've opened the door, and we can now proceed to the next level. Level... what is it? 4? Yeah. Level 4 is where the thermocoupler is, and when we destroy it, that'll be... well... it won't be the end of this mission, but it will beat our main objective. Just gotta love those turrets that only activate once you've actually entered the room. Anyways, that turret we saw, yeah, it's right here. And it is active and it will shoot me. Pay careful attention to my health right here. Yeah, I nearly died then. This game will show absolutely no mercy. And, you will die in only a couple of hits sometimes. That'll actually be shown in the next mission. Heavy ordnance! I believe that's the first time I've actually used another weapon. I mean, on an enemy. I promise I'll start to use them more. It's just that I want to save up on ammo a bit here. I don't really want to buy anything. because I need other weapons. Anyways, oh, you see what the game did there? There's another laser tripwire. Nearly got him. Anyways, those guys are shooting me. Why shouldn't I be able to shoot them? Come on, game. Anyways, main objective time. Let's watch it. Excuse me. Let's watch things explode. And have 3 people synchronized saying, "Don't shoot." There's an item we had at the beginning of the first floor. It's that one. No, not the other. That one. The other one. That one. You can only use it here, I believe. And we get a call.
Mission accomplished. Nice job, Tin Man. I'm the wizard with your ticket out of here. So, fire up your servos and get to the teleport pad on level 4. I had to rewire the transport grids for 3 whole sectors just to get this jump point, and I can't guarantee if I'll be able to hold it for long. So you best be quick. Wizard out.
That would be the wizard. Troy Reeves. He's our extraction support specialist or something like that. Anyways, there's another laser tripwire. Can you see it? Because neither could I. Again, they hide those things so perfectly. Didn't realize what kept activating that trap until I got onto the elevator. See, it's on the poster. Evil, evil game. Anyways, we're about to see one of the most BS sections of this entire game. We need to get to the end of this room. However, there's a turret and a bunch of laser fields and whatever. And also that turret can hit me from way back here for some reason. I'm sending out a spider bomb so that I can destroy a generator. This deactivates like one of the lasers. Anyways, the turret doesn't actually move unless we can see it. I need to get back here to flip that switch, to open this wall, to flip that switch, to open another wall, to flip another switch. Yeah, it's one of those again. The computer contains the access code to the laser field, or rather the force field, at the end of this room. 742. Remember that. This probably could have saved a lot of pain if I had done it from the start. Now let's deactivate this force field. What was that code again? Oh hey, what does that switch do? Oh, less pain. It could have brought less pain. Now let's see, what was that code? It was 742. No, you idiots!
Code red.
And of course, inputting the incorrect code also trips the alarms, so I'm gonna have to turn that off.
The alarm has been deactivated.
You know, I have to wonder,
Code red.
if the alarms can be deactivated so easily, like, just why do they have alarms at all? I'd also have to question why there aren't any other silencers in this game. Anyways, enjoy the explosions. 90s FMV cheesiness!